things that we've done and accomplished in terms of the growth in units and a lot more of the work that we had to do through the sales that we brought into the company this year, and we're excited. It's almost the end of the year. We'll get there. Year to date, we're just shy of our number, but I know we can get it there. In the last couple of weeks, we can push every unit out the door and be able to hit our number. As you can see, we're just on the hairy edge. So it's important to get every unit out the door on every truck that we can possibly get everything through the plant. You can possibly get it there to the distribution center to get it on a truck. So this is the same routine we do every year. It's nothing new. But we want to push it over the finish line. I know everybody can do it. We've done some incredible things in the last couple weeks of December, as those in distribution can attest throughout the years. But we're excited. Keep pushing hard, and we're looking forward to carrying this through into next year. So thank you, everybody, for a good, solid year on the sales side. Our sales team appreciates all your support, and let's get it. Let's get this year in there.
Good morning, everyone. What a great turnout, and congratulations to all the award winners today. It was really an excellent ceremony there. I'm going to go through the expenses with you today. We'll briefly walk through it. As Michael said, on the sales side, we're really, really close on the expense side, too. We're about we're below a 0.5 percentage point away from achieving our goal on a year-to-date basis. I think that deserves a round of applause for everybody. Okay? One thing I want to point out is that November's expenses were 2.3% above plan. And that's concerning because it's going in the wrong direction for us. So, and you can see this on the next slide. We can take a look at the trend line here, and we'll see where we are. I'm a big fan of the Olympic Games, and I enjoy the competitive spirit there. In 2008 Summer Olympics, there was a world-class sprinter, Usain Bolt, and he, won the gold medal in the 100-meter race. But at the end of the race, last few meters, he lost his focus, and he could have set a world record. He started celebrating a little too soon. And I just want to, urge us to, focus in on the end of the year here, finish the race strong. We're in our last few meters. We got 2 weeks left. We can cut our costs. We can cut our expenses. As we look ahead to 2010, we got to beware because it's projecting to be a challenging year for us. But there's things we can do. Let's start now by looking for ways to manage our expenses as a collective team. Let's look for ways to cut costs, and that'll help us preserve our profitability and cash flows going forward for the business. Up next is going to be Tim on the topic of order fill. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. I was wondering if Sam Varghese' award was for what he did or what he's got to do for this December. Both. All right, so we had a tough act to follow there with some good news from the sales side and the expense side. Let's start off with a little bit of a test on the order fill side. Those of you who are already standing, you get a brownie point for this one. So if those that are seated, if you and or your department has anything to do with order fill, please stand. Nicely done. You've all passed. All right, so let's go through some order fill numbers. The plan, 95.1 for the year. November, we were at 92.6. We'll go through what that looks like month over month in a second. Year-to-date, 92.5% for 2009. Anybody know what year-to-date 2008 was? Are we up or down in order fill this year? We're up. Actually, we're up. Last year, we were at 91.9 for order fill. That's nothing to brag about. What do our customers expect from us? 100%, absolutely. Here's a first time. This is a new chart that we're looking at. First time order fill. Again, our customers expect 100%. they don't want to order it today and get 100% 6 months from now. They want 100% when they order it and when they expect the first truck to get to their door. This, though, gives you a picture of what has happened throughout the year. You can see that obviously in the middle of the year we've had the worst scenario of order fill in a first time shipped. Now, we gave an award out to a caliper team that has done a phenomenal job. And when you peel this onion back and look at some of the issues that are here, you will see a lot of those issues were in calipers as a result of what we've done with launching Napa product to them. That was a challenging, and it still is a challenging task to get that accomplished and get it done right. But let me just go through some, just a few numbers on what Calipers has done and why we feel that and see this line continuing to increase. I'm not going to go back to the middle of the year. I'm going to go back to October. Really not a whole lot of an improvement. 87.6 first time, 87.2, 86. So we're still dragging even in the period of October. Let's take a look at order fill for unloaded domestic calipers, right? That's the bread and butter of the caliper product line, right? Order fill, combined order fill with that product line was 94% in October. That sounds pretty good, right? 94% order fill for a particular product line. Any guesses on how many lost sales that represented in 1 month? 30,000 pieces lost sales at 94% order fill. So that may be an excellent order fill rate for import power steering or import motors, but for that particular product line, for calipers, 94% represents 30,000 pieces in 1 month that did not get shipped out. In November, we saw a huge improvement in that, so we went from 30,000 lost sales to 16,000 lost sales. And better yet, why we see a good silver lining to order fill as we close this year and more importantly roll into 2010. So far in December, we are back to 98.1% order fill for domestic unloaded calipers, and through last night, we're running about 4,000 pieces lost sales. Again, calipers, congratulations. That persistence is what makes Cardone head and shoulders above our competition and why the customers keep coming back to Cardone. You've got the same type of a story. We've got our friends in Mexico, our factory family members in Mexico that have done phenomenal work with order fill. You look at things like some of the rack and pinion, Magnasteer rack and pinion. Edwin and his team have done a phenomenal job taking order fill that was extremely low up into the 90s, close to 100% in that particular family. We've got more work to do in rack and pinion. We've got more work to do in power steering. This was the year of calipers. Next year, we've got to keep that up as well as make it the year of power steering, both rack and pinion and power steering. Mark, go to the next slide. This is combined order fill. So this is after we ship all of our back orders where we missed it the first time through. We've got some leveling off here. We do see some improvement for the next couple of months. We've got probably less than 10 part numbers that if we could kill a back order on those things, resolve that problem, we will be at plan with order fill. So we've got plans in play. We've got to just continue to execute them. And I'm not going to steal Fred's thunder of focus, execute, communicate. But we do have to execute, and we do have to bring that 92.5 up to where it needs to be for the plan. 2010, numbers that we should all know, remember, and all shoot for. First time fill rate goal, 91%. All right, keep that in your mind because we want to make sure we're shipping to customers. And that, again, that That's a goal. That doesn't mean that's where we shoot and that's where we stop once we get there. We have got to go beyond the goal. Continuous improvement calls for us to get to goal and then create new goals and strive for those things. Combined order fill goal, 94.5%. And not to leave the UK and Belgium out, our order fill goal for those lines over there is 90%. Now, again, this is, we've celebrated calipers in the US. We need to celebrate calipers also in the UK and Belgium because they did a phenomenal job as well. The same period of time that we talked about where we saw that dip in the US numbers with order fill, the same scenario happened. Calipers was a line that just exploded in 2009 with demand, and it did wreak havoc on order fill. With our plant in the UK, with the help from Belgium, with the help from the team that we celebrated today, we took a line in calipers over in the European arena where we had about 5,700 back orders at a peak, and we've taken those back orders down to about 500 pieces. So great job for that team as well as the team here that supports them each and every day, as well as the team that went over and helped produce for them while they were on holiday. All right? Thank you very much.
Good morning. Hey, we had a great month on warranties. Remember, with warranties, lower is better. So when you take a look at that green bar at 89%, that's where we were for the month, 89%, well better than planned. So terrific job. Give yourselves a round of applause. And for the year, that puts us right about on plan at that 100% mark. So one more good month in December, and we'll easily have hit our target. You can see we started out the year a little tough in January. All year long, we've been coming down, 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 down. And you can see we're sliding right into home for December to hit the plan. Also, I want to commend Belgium for being better than planned on their warranty goal. And then the UK, on plan overall. So let's give them a round of applause. In the UK, their steering is a bit over plan, but with the help of the United States and the technology here, we're upgrading their testers over there. So we should see an improvement in steering warranty in the UK. Thank you, North America, for doing that. Also in North America, the brakes, steering, CV, and distributor divisions alone were $974,000 better than planned just this month. So if you work in any of those product lines, stand up. We want to thank you for CVs, distributors, steering, brakes. Stand up. Okay, my only question is, why wasn't it $1 million? Come on. You're that close. But yeah, $974,000 better than planned in 1 month. So it goes to show you the kind of important effort that warranty reduction is. In electronics and motors, we were just a little bit over plan, $89,000 worse than planned month to date. We just analyzed some electronics warranties recently, and what was very interesting is 84% were no trouble found, which means that even if the electronics division did everything perfectly, we'd still have a challenge with warranties in the field with our customers and returns that perhaps shouldn't be coming back or coming back for wrong diagnostic reasons or just because customers made some type of error. So that leads to our 2010 warranty initiative. We decided that in 2010, warranty should be a strategic initiative. And because it's a strategic initiative, that means everybody in the company should be involved in warranty. So here's what's going on. Greg, Bob, and Dom are putting together operations quality improvement plans. These are not your normal challenge work plans, but these are extensive quality improvement plans for product lines, each product line with upgrades of many types. In addition to that, they're implementing what we called layered audits. You heard about that earlier in the CV division, but what that means is our technicians and leaders get on the floor and they do audits alongside the quality assurance people. Dan McClave is leading the effort with his team to upgrade our testers, taking a look at our testers. Which of our testers need to be upgraded? How can we get all of our testers to be first class? He's leading the effort to upgrade our installation instructions, the instructions that we put in the box that help the technicians, the mechanics, to do a better job on the car. And he's going to lead a challenge work plan on product appearance and take a hard and fresh look at our product appearance and see where we need to improve. Remember, we now compete against new, so a lot of our standards may need to be upgraded there as well. George Dunham and his team are going to lead the effort to upgrade our warranty policies, to take a look, maybe can we push back a little bit more on our customers and say, hey, why are you sending us back 84%, no trouble found? And his team is also going to look at special product enhancements that we could use, filters, fluid additives, things that may help the units that we put in a box stay on the car. Dan Billy is going to put together challenge work plans on upgrading our regional training efforts to educate the customers on what they need to know as they put our parts on the cars, and upgrade our changeover process as well, because a lot of mistakes can happen just changing over from competitor to Cardone. And we're going to take a fresh look at that. Frank Scrablich is taking a fresh look at quality training and seeing what we can do to really communicate our quality absolutes, our quality policy, and our system-level procedures to the entire corporation. That's all of you. So expect to get re-educated in quality in 2010. Dill Calatham is putting together challenge work plans on improving our catalogs, customer catalogs, our catalog helps, and our interchanges, because we can do everything right here in the factory. If those things, those pieces of information are not right, we are in big trouble. So we're taking a look at what can we do better to upgrade not just our stuff, but the customers' catalogs, the customers' helps, the counterperson materials. And Norm is heading up quality engineering this year. Norm is going to focus strictly on improving our warranty corrective action and cutting our test rejects, because one thing we learned is if you got a test reject, there's a good chance you've got the same problem in the box. So he's going to focus all of our quality engineers in the business on reducing those two nonconformances and creating a better product out the door. So we're hitting it. There's many more things going on next year, but I want you to know everybody should be involved in quality. Everybody should be involved in warranty. Everybody should be involved in reducing the muta that comes with nonconformances. And we are confident we're going to hit plan this year, and then next year we're going to blow that plan out of the water. So good job.
Good morning, North America. Good afternoon, Europe. And I wanted just to take a minute after a very exciting year, very challenging year, to say thank you. We get very busy, we get very focused, we get into our execution. Sometimes we communicate, sometimes we don't. But let me communicate thank you, because it's with your effort that you have brought alive focus, execute, and communicate. And without that, we wouldn't have the year we had. So thank you for doing that. Steve mentioned the runner who decided to let up a little bit before the end of the race. We've got a few more days left before the end of the year. Let's not let up. Let's push ahead. Let's focus. Let's make sure that we do what we've done up till now, and make sure going forward into the end of the year that we don't miss it for patting ourselves on the back. Now, there is a time to pat yourself on the back, and that's during the Christmas break. Enjoy your season, celebrate with your family, celebrate the year you've had, and focus on what's yet to come. Focus on what's yet to come. You'll have some downtime, you'll have some quiet time. Think about going forward. Plan. So that when we come back, we're in full speed. You know, January is a tough month. It's a tough month because we've been off. It's a tough month because inventories bled down from the year-end sales. Come back rested, and come back ready to focus, execute, and communicate. In our very fiber, in the DNA of Cardone, is continuous improvement. That's not going to be any different next year than it was this year. And in a minute, Muda Maniac number 1 will come and talk to you. But remember, we haven't eliminated all the Muda. We have opportunity ahead of us. With all of the challenges we have opportunity. And when you have a break, let's enjoy that celebration so that when we come back, we have our eyes on where we're going, not where we've been. I want to say a special thanks to Mexico for the tour they recently gave me. I appreciated it, very much impressed. To Europe earlier in the year, I enjoyed my time with you. I look forward next year to seeing each of you. And I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Joyeux Noël.
I'd like to ask Moody Maniacs number 2, 3, and 4, Jackie and Dan and Michael, to come up here. In the spirit of Muda, this is our Christmas card to you, our family Christmas card. Fred, thank you for your leadership. Thank you to your staff. Thank you to every one of you for making this an incredible year. Words can't express our appreciation for your hard work, for your dedication, and for your commitment to what we're trying to do here. As a family, this is a family business, and as I said earlier, the family values, you have a choice whether you want to be involved in a business that has family values in its business, but we can't run a business without you. We're just few people. But we are committed to what we're doing. We make a lot of mistakes as a family. We make a lot of mistakes as a business. But at the heart of this is a heart for people, a heart for ministry, and a heart to make a difference in people's lives. And for that, we say thank you for being part of that. February 8th is our 40th anniversary. That is my dad's birthday. And we always called that our birthday. And on that day, you're going to receive a book. It's called Business with Soul. And it's a book Mark and I collaborated on. And what we've tried to do is to put in the book the culture of Cardone, which is impossible. It's impossible to do. But we tried. Mark and I really enjoyed getting that book started. And after 3 years of work, we're glad it's done. It was a labor of love and hard work. But again, forgive us. We tried our best to put it in words. You can't put what we do here in words. It's impossible. We hope that we can influence other businesses. We have influenced other businesses. People that come here and they read my dad's book, and that book is really what my dad was trying to accomplish. Business with Soul talks about how we did it. It talks about some of the methods, some of the events and practices and leadership principles that we've tried to apply here in the business so that other businesses, but more than anything, new factory family members. That was really who this book was intended, the whole audience to be. We pray and hope and want this culture to go on to the next generation. And I'm going to do everything I can to see that happens. My family's going to do everything it can. Many family businesses reach a plateau, and they can't grow. If you were to ask me 40 years ago, could we ever be a global company with over 5,000 employees, I would have run for the hills. I'm an example of what God can do in a person's life when you give him your life and you give him your business. What we have here, what we see here, all the results, you men and women, is all a result of a few people putting their lives in God's hands. And He can do incredible things. And when we have people here with shared values, focused on a common goal, we've proved you can do the impossible. Cardone shouldn't be here. Cardone as a remanufacturing business shouldn't be here. Cardone as an organization shouldn't be here. But with God, all things are possible. So thank you again for a great year. We want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday. And if you would allow me, this portion is not required, but I'd like to pray for you and our business and your family. So join me if you would like. Lord, thank you so much for your presence in our lives. Thank you so much for your presence in our business. We thank you and rejoice at what our efforts have done this year. And we look forward to next year, dear Lord. The challenges that we face, we don't know. In all of our planning, we can't forecast the future. We don't know what's going to happen. We can only prepare for it. We've worked hard at preparing for 2010. And I just pray you'll bless those efforts. I pray, God, that you'll help us anticipate things better. I pray that you will help us to respond to the unknown things that will happen in 2010. I pray that you'll give us insight and wisdom. I pray, God, for the men and women here, that you'll just give protection, you'll give strength, you'll give safety to all of us here. I pray, God, for our families, dear Lord, that you will continue to bless them. And Lord, thank you, God, for the opportunity to serve you in our business and to do business with Soul. Amen. And God bless you, and Merry Christmas.